Vanakkam.
Namaste.
Namaskaram.
Sai Ram.
Jai Shri Ram.
Swami Srinamayappa. Good morning, everybody. Hello, everyone. All right, guys, we are currently streaming live right here in Indonesia South on Actionable TV.
By the way, you forgot to say Om Shakti.
Om Shakti.
Shakti.
Yes,
Sorry guys. So it's so early in the morning. We're currently streaming live in the morning, and we usually do this at night. You know, culture shows, I don't know, it somehow feels better at night for me, personally.
Okay.
Yeah, so we were streaming early. As you know, we are against time. We are against load shedding times in South Africa. And yeah, well, as I'm going to a 70s party a little bit later.
You are lucky.
I'm dressed as a hippie, guys. All right, so welcome to the show. If you are watching the show for the very first time, ladies and gentlemen, you can like, share, and subscribe to this channel if you haven't done it already. And if you haven't and you're watching this, subscribe, please. There's a button that goes ding, you know, and then you don't get that bell icon. Click on,
Notification.
click on the bell icon and click all. So every time we go live, it will, well, this channel will notify you that you're live. Yeah. All right, so if you want to interact with us in studio today, please contact us on the contact details on the bottom right of your screen right there. And well, if you are watching this live, comment at the bottom where it says live chat. Okay, so yesterday's show, we spoke about the origins of Marieamma. Okay, so a bit of a brief. For those of you who missed the show, catch episode 61, which is the origins of Marieamma. And today we're carrying on with part 2, basically.
Yes.
I didn't think there was going to be a part 2. How epic yesterday.
It was. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, for those of you who missed out on the show yesterday, we spoke about Marieamma and what it actually meant, the meaning of Marieamma. And then we spoke about, well, what the prayer is actually about.
Yes.
What did I miss?
The fire walking aspect.
Oh yes, yeah, we did. And we're talking about how strong people's belief is, even though, you know, I know my faith is strong, but I don't know if I'll ever walk over the fire. Which he did, by the way. He did do it. And what happened? Why didn't you try it?
Maybe some time in my life I would choose.
We'll wait for the next one.
Yeah, I'll wait. Like how you said, your faith is there.
Right.
Let's see, reach a higher level.
I'll hold your hand, you walk on the fire stick, and I'll walk on the
So
side.
only now one person at a time. Huh? You and I will be like,
No, you didn't hear what I said. I'll hold your hand, you walk on the fire stick with the coal, I'll walk on the grass.
that's not beneficial.
I'm there for you. I'm your sister.
It's beneficial for me, but it needs to be beneficial for you. You're not going to hold my hand. You need to walk on that coal.
No.
No.
I wish I had those abilities where you could float.
Float, yeah.
I'll walk over it,
Over it,
literally.
We have the coal in the bottom of the ground and then glass on top.
Like a heater.
Then you should put gas underneath instead of coal.
Why not? I went to a restaurant the other night. There was this it looked like coal, but it was a gas like heater thing that gave off.
Oh yeah, that
It
artificial
looked
stuff.
so
Yeah,
cool.
Please don't tell our viewers to do that.
You can pretend with your
Then the
face on.
spirituality will be lost.
The Samis will know. The Samis will know, even though you're fooling the people.
Fooling people, yeah.
Alright guys, so today we're carrying on with part 2 with the origins of Marieamma. But before we carry on with the show and educate you a little bit, let's warm you up. It's a cold day today. Yeah,
Notice cold is extremely cold.
notice none of us are in traditional wear. Traditional wear is very thin.
Then yeah.
The material,
Yeah.
it's meant for summer. Can somebody open up a shop, and I promise I'll support you, right? To make winter traditional wear. I swear to God, I will buy from you.
We would all buy it.
Yes, I think we all would. I mean, look, they're both in hoodies. I'm in my get-up with my polo neck underneath. It's winter.
Yeah.
But you are cold.
Yeah. It is cold.
We do need winter traditional wear. Whoever's out there, yes, please, we do need it. We can't wear this cold. We need to look good. We need to look good for our show. So yes, please.
Alright guys, as I promised, we're going to open up the show with a bit of a bang and vibey vibes this morning. Let's welcome Sianda Mshlava and Baby Nishana from Durban as they are performing for you. Nada Gana Nada. Check them out.
நாதா கணநாதா தெரியாதா என் மனமே கஜமுகதேவா ஒரு பூவாய் பணிந்தேனே நின் பதமே
நாதா கணநாதா தெரியாதா என் மனமே கஜமுகதேவா ஒரு பூவாய் பணிந்தேனே நின் பதமே நாதா வருகின்ற எவருக்கும் பரிதுணையாகிறாய்
ஒரு தேங்காய் உடைத்ததும் உருவாக்கி சிரிக்கிறாய்
உனக்காக நானும் பாடினேன்
ஏன பார்க்க நேரம் பார்க்கிறாய் கரிமுகநாதா கணபதி தேவார் தருவாயே கணநாதா கரிமுகநாதா கணபதி தேவார் தருவாயே கணநாதா நாதா கணநாதா தெரியாதா என் மனமே கஜமுகதேவா ஒரு பூவாய் பணிந்தேனே நின் பதமே நாதா தவம் எந்தன் செய்தனும் ஏன் இன்று தாமதம்
இதற்கென்ன காரணம் இனிதானோ வாகனம்
நினையாக நாழிகை ஏதேயா
உனக்கென்ன மருதியும் தேவியாய்
கரிமுகநாதா கணபதி தேவார் தருவாயே கணநாதா கரிமுகநாதா கணபதி தேவார் தருவாயே கணநாதா நாதா கணநாதா
தெரியாதா என் மனமே கஜமுகதேவா ஒரு பூவாய் பணிந்தேனே நின் பதமே நாதா
Jai Ganesha! Ganpati Bappa. That was beautiful. That was beautiful. Yandam Slava, big ups to you, boy. You can pronounce the Indian languages better than I ever can.
That was fantastic.
I love it. Alright, I want to give a big shout out to Uncle P in the studio who's sitting with our producer behind the scenes saying, "Looks so amazing, Miss Pini." It's a whole game today, guys. Alright, so Sianda Baklava and Baby Nishara with Nara Gana Nara. That was a beautiful track. And do you guys sing?
No.
Only at the temple.
No, not on a professional level.
Yeah,
Kimera, you know you cannot sing on a professional level too.
That's
Don't
fine.
laugh our viewers.
I got good. Maybe not my talent, my big mouth.
Oh, yes.
My mother told me take it and use it, so that's how I started studying and going into broadcasting. Because I can dance,
Yes.
but in my own time.
Same like us.
Yeah, you know, you're in your bedroom,
Yeah.
pop in your hair, your color, you're making double.
But it always occurs in the mirror.
Yeah.
When you look at yourself, then it just comes.
As a girl, right, when you were growing up, did you ever take the hairbrush and sing? To your favorite
I don't
artist?
do-
You never ever done that?
No, I don't.
I think when I was in my, maybe like around 4 or 5, I used to sing to, I don't know if that, was it the Spice Girls? Or was it the TLC? I grew up with these singers and I used to just look in the mirror and jump in the bed and sing with my hairbrush, and my father and mother, I didn't have brothers and sisters, guys, so I used to enjoy it.
No, but I used to jump on the bed, but like crazy. Yes.
Who doesn't like that? I'm turning 36 and I still do that. Huh?
I think we need to get a mattress in the studio.
You're right. Director, you heard that, right? Okay, we got Jashni Murgan coming in on YouTube. She says, Welcome.
Vanakkam Dashni, we miss you.
We do. Don't we need you back.
You missed her yesterday.
Of course.
Okay.
Rotten cheese, Dash. Alright. So today we decided to do part 2 of the origins of Marieamma, and we decided to move forward with you mentioned that Marieamma was responsible for, he and what was the other one? You were saying this child taught me, Kimrin taught me that Marieamma is also responsible for fertility, which is important.
Yes.
Right?
That is very important.
Okay, so let's talk about those 2 aspects now. If you want to interact with us in studio today, share your belief or let's just say your wisdom on this topic. Don't be shy. Comment at the bottom of the screen and share with us your granny's tales if you'd like to. Let your grannies taught you. Everybody has a tale that your granny had to share with you when you were growing up.
Not just one story, multiple stories.
There's a lot of stories I also get called. I call it, the word superstitious.
Yes.
I used to tell my granny when I got older, not disrespectfully now, I used to tell her, Ma, that's superstitious. She say, what you say? Nothing, ma. I know that Buddha's food is coming. Alright, let's talk about the goddess of medicine, ladies and gentlemen. Now, look at Marieamma now, right? Now, every Hindu, around the world, right, believes that Marieamma cures also that it's so-called heat-based, they call it. So it's diseases like your smallpox and your rashes. And during the summer months in South India, which is March to June, people walk miles carrying pots of water mixed with turmeric and neem leaves to ward off the illnesses like the measles and chickenpox. Now in this way, the goddess Marieamma is very similar to the North Indian goddess Shatala Devi. Alright, so there's another name. Everybody has a different name for Marieamma.
Most definitely.
She has different forms as well, which we know of. So let's talk about the medicine part, this goddess of medicine. When you guys went to temple and you were doing your 10-day fast, were you all doing it for your health as well?
Yes, most definitely.
Okay.
I think when you have health, like the saying goes, when you have health, you have wealth. So health is most important.
I think, money can't buy your health, huh?
Most.
No matter what or how you look at it, no matter how rich or poor you may be, your health cannot be bought. Look after yourself. Yeah, so I've got a friend named Hannah from Bora Bora. I was actually originally from Spain. Shout out to Hannah if you're watching the show. She taught me just a little bit of a quarter glass of milk and turmeric powder can heal everything.
Most definitely.
And actually maintain everything. Whether you have something with your head paining, your nose paining, stomach problems, okay, but running tummy, don't drink milk. But she has taught me to mix milk and manja, as y'all call it, and drink it nice and warm every day, once a day, but not too much, because then the turmeric will cause the running stomach.
Yeah,
Right? So
definitely.
take what, like a teaspoon?
Yeah.
Yeah, teaspoon is suitable.
Yeah, that's it. Or like me, I put my curry in. Everyone puts in the curry.
That is where the flavor is.
That's it. Okay, so Marieamma is the goddess of medicine. Let's talk about the fertility goddess. Now, devotees also pray to Marieamma for, we'll talk about the familial welfare, such as your fertility, healthy progeny, or your good spouse. Now, the most favored offering is the pongal, right? A mix of rice and green gram, also cooked mostly in the temple complex or shrine itself, in the terracotta pots using firewood.
Yes.
Right? Now, I think anything cooked on fire is fire. Right? Now, some festivals in honor of the goddess Marieamma involve the nighttime processions of devotees carrying oil lamps. Now, funny enough, I've never seen anyone carrying an oil lamp. Or is it the same significance as, like, we were walking in temple with someone dropping water,
Yes.
and there's someone carrying that burning camphor lamp.
Yeah.
It should carry the same significance in order
Yes.
to take it.
Because remember, we are like the light in
Yes,
our path.
right.
So that.
Okay, so if you look at it now, the Marieamma is the family deity for many in the Thanjavur district in the Tamil Nadu. Now, it is a custom initially to worship the family deity on occasions such as your weddings, and the worship of the family deity is also known as the Kaladevata. Okay, it's considered most important in any Hindu festival. It continues down to the generations, providing a clue to the family's origin, since the family deities are usually located in the vicinity of the village to which the family originally belonged. So everything that I actually do find in my work, we discuss it comes from Tamil Nadu in India.
Yes, most definitely.
Right now, we know our ancestors were from there before they got on the ship and they were brought here to South Africa. So everything we learned is actually from India. So what's your take, or what is left to say on Marieamma from the both of you?
But I think, just like you mentioned, like most of the aspects is the origin is from Tamil Nadu.
Right.
So it's actually basically right. So those principles were carried from Tamil Nadu, just not
Right.
to South Africa. So we have other parts like Malaysia, Singapore, Thailand, the Fiji Islands. Marwa, the Fiji Islands have such a grand Marieamma festival. It is out of this world. Like really, it is out of this world.
Right.
So all those principles, it's originated from Tamil Nadu. So then the forefathers of the ancestors, they went to Singapore to
Right.
practice, Malaysia to practice. So you can see it's like encompasses so many continents. It's just not stuck on one continent. Tamil Nadu, South India.
Mr. Pritesh, what's on your mind?
What she said, yeah, like it started off in like Tamil Nadu, and then like this side, like we like adapting more what they do this side now. You see?
Yes.
Yeah, like fire walking was that side, like to walk the fire, now we're doing it this side. Piercing was that side, we're doing it this side now. See?
What I don't like, you notice a lot of people doing the shortcut things.
Yeah.
I check they shorten the weddings and everything. I said, what are they doing? This is not how you do things. But anyway, listen, if you're doing things from your heart, I'm not going to condemn you. I'm just going to say, as long as you were taught a certain thing or a certain way, if it's coming from your heart, I'm sure it'll reach our service.
Yes, it's from the heart, it's meaningful, it will come across.
That's it. All right, let's talk about the worship a little bit, right? Okay, so the worshipping methods are often found, often accompanied rather, by various kinds of folk dancing, like your offerings such as your pongal, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it's cooked using those earthen pots, and are also made during the festive season. So rituals such as fire walking and mouth or nose piercing are also practiced in this. Ooh, what's your take? Okay, I know your take on the fire walking. We're gonna get there, right? Okay, let's move on to the piercings, right? The significance of the piercings that you know about. Talk to us.
What I know about the piercings, it's also like a sacrifice you're doing, or you can call it like a vow.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So like maybe like someone in your family is like sick, like how you carry the pot like
Yes.
for sickness, all that piercing is all has the same
Significance.
yeah.
Okay. What's your take on the piercing? Same? Or do you have a better explanation to explain to our viewers what, when you see, to you it looks like this crucial, wow. It doesn't look nice. It's not very, very easy on the eyes, right? So when you see somebody piercing and you seeing this needle you've never seen before.
Just show them how big it is.
And it's hanging from your skin and it doesn't look nice. Let's be honest, if you don't know what it means or the story behind it, you're like, what is going on here? These people are demonic. A lot of non-Hindus have called it demonic. They called it ugly names. So when you see this piercing, is there a specific reason for the amount of piercings that you know of?
Well, like you just mentioned, yes, a lot of people that are not knowledgeable about piercing, their first take on it or their first response is, oh my god, it's cult practice. And then, oh my god, these people are just doing gruesome and crazy things.
Right.
But then but like from our perspective, like the Sanskrit, our Hinduism, like everything that we've learned, piercing does not mean demonic behavior or we are divulging in demonic behavior. It specifically means another level of self-sacrifice to our deity.
If you don't mind me saying, you can correct me if I'm wrong,
Yes,
right?
definitely.
So when you're doing the piercing, from what I took to it, excuse me, in the books that I've read, it says that you put yourself in a discomfort. The piercing is it's not comfortable, but it's your sacrifice for that time to prove to Ma that this is my sacrifice to you.
Yes, most
Okay,
definitely.
all right. Guys, we're talking about body piercings in the Hindu culture, mind you, not just your tongue rings and your belly rings now. And yes, I do have.
And your earrings.
If you're wondering what she know about that, I have my piercing. I had my college days. I was naughty. I wanted to try everything. You get curious in a certain age, you know. So we're talking about piercings in the Hindu culture, and we're still on Origins of Marieamma Part 2. Stay exactly where you are. We'll come back straight after this commercial break.
Vanakkam.
Namaste.
Namaskaram.
Sairam.
Jai Shri Ram.
Somayesranamayappa. Om Shakti.
Shakti.
Welcome back, everybody.
Welcome back to our
We are still streaming live in Indonesia South on Actonville TV. If you just join us, you're a little bit late, but we don't blame you. We're the ones changing the schedule one way, so we don't blame you.
Blame the production house.
Yeah. So you're currently watching the show called The Journey. It's about exploring Hinduism as a whole. I'm your host Kimera Heeralal. By my side, I've got Kimrin and Pritesh. So yeah, what's up?
What's up, everybody?
She wants me rock and roll. Yeah, I'm going to a nice party later, so yeah, I'm in the rock and roll mode. Ladies and gentlemen, if you want to join us in conversation, we are talking about the origins of Marieamma Part 2. If you missed Part 1, that was episode 61. If you want to search it on our YouTube channel, it is Actonville TV, by the way. And our slogan is, it's for everyone.
Yes.
I never ever mentioned that to you guys. I think now's the time. All right, so as we're talking about the origins of Marieamma, we just landed on the topic of body piercings. But before we get to that, let's keep you well entertained on this morning. And let's take a look at this lovely, cute baby Nalisha Governor, her name is.
Okay.
She's only 9 years old, guys. Yeah. Oh, the director says she's actually 4. Sorry
Wow.
about that. So we know her as baby Nalisha, but her name is Nalisha Governor. And today she's performing for us Siva Hiramoney. Check out.
சிவபெருமானே எல்லோர்க்கும் நீ தெய்வம் சிவபெருமானே
சிவபெருமானே எல்லோர்க்கும் நீ தெய்வம் சிவபெருமானே தாய் தந்தை எல்லோர்க்கும் நம சிவாயா ஒவ்வொரு மனிதன் கவலைகள் தீர்க்க நீதானையா தாய் தந்தை எல்லோர்க்கும் நம சிவாயா ஒவ்வொரு மனிதன் கவலைகள் தீர்க்க நீதானையா ஒவ்வொரு மனிதன் கவலைகள் தீர்க்க நீதானையா ஒவ்வொரு மனிதன் கவலைகள் தீர்க்க நீதானையா சிவ 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 சிவாய நம ஓம் நம சிவாய சிவ 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 சிவாய நம ஓம் நம சிவாய
Davy Nalisha, all the way to Durban, guys. Siva Perumani, oh my god, what track, right?
That's nice.
And you saw Desha's style was by her side and singing with her. That was so cute. She's four. She's four.
You got it right this day. She's 4 tall. She's 4.
You know, guys, I love kids. Don't get me wrong, I'm not a freak, but yeah, I love children. So, baby Nalisha, we're coming to steal you, darling. Yeah, you can come stay with me, little. I'll make you more fit. I'll feed you gulab jams and everything every day. Yeah, she's so cute. Huh?
To the parents, no, Kimera's just lying.
Yeah, I'm just teasing, guys. All right, so guys, if you have challenge and you've got a smartphone and you can capture yourself. And you want to share it with us live on Actionable TV. We do showcase talent as some students are upcoming, some students are unknown, and they are not given the opportunity to perform on TV or live streaming. Drop us a WhatsApp on 0746605829, or you can just drop us a message at the bottom column where you see it says live chat there. Let us know, and we'll contact you privately to let you know how to get your stuff
Yes,
on air.
most definitely.
Yeah. All right, so stay where you are as we're talking about piercings and beliefs of the. We're still on the origins of Marieamma, guys. Don't go anywhere. I also want to talk about not only the religious part of. Or the religious understanding of piercings. There's also health understandings and scientific understandings behind body piercing. So stay exactly where you are. We're going to come back straight after this commercial break.
The ultimate accessory, the latest shiny thing, mesmerized, trying to keep up but never getting ahead in an endless cycle of spending. In this world of constant upgrades, do you want a bank that takes your money or a bank that takes your money seriously?
Vanakkam.
Namaste.
Namaskaram.
Sai Ram.
Jai Shri Ram.
Swami Saranamayyappa. Welcome back, everybody.
Welcome to our video that I just tuned in.
That's it. All right, if you just joined us, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to this channel if you haven't done it already. Yes, I'm bullying you.
Yes, you are a bully, but remember I told you dynamite comes in small packages.
Yeah, I have to wake up somewhere, right? Both my parents are short. All right, so guys, we're still talking about the Marieamma, well, the origins of Marieamma Part 2. If you missed the first episode on this topic of conversation, that is episode 61. You can just search it in the search bar when you go to the Actionable TV channel and see what you've missed. Yeah. Okay, so let's talk a bit about we were talking about let's stick to the Hinduism part, right? The piercings. So now, if you look at they say there's a question that a lot of people ask, like, why do we even pierce our ears? Okay, do you have piercings? No. Okay, why didn't you pierce your ears? If you don't mind me asking.
I don't know.
You don't like it, or you just never thought of it?
I never thought of it.
You never thought of it?
No.
Would you like to?
No.
No. Do you do piercings when you in our spiritual times?
No.
Not at all?
No.
You don't want to? No. You feel you've proven your faith on the fire already? Well, he's a very humble, plain and simple guy, so I don't see him with bling. Eh? Or do you have your moments as well?
No.
Not at all? Plain?
Just plain.
You're plain and simple.
Plain and simple.
Ladies?
This is not the platform
Yeah.
of Kimera, no.
Okay, so you have piercings.
Yes, I do have.
Yeah. What made you pierce your ears?
Well, this
Besides, it's pretty, we know. Any other reason?
Well, when I was very small, my mom and dad took me to get piercings, and then my grandfather, there was so much of uproar because of it. He said, "My God, she's so small. Why did you have pierced her ears?" But then I just decided, being a female as well, so earrings are also very pretty. So
Yes.
I just stuck with it.
Hello. I got these big bangles on my head. I said, why are you wearing bangles? I said, man, it's fashion. It's called hoops. Yeah. So, okay. So, how young were you when you did this?
I think I was about 3 years old.
Really?
Yes.
Do you remember it?
No, I just remember the pain. I remember the pain, guys.
She actually remembers.
I remember the pain, like when I
Yeah.
went, and then the gun is like,
It was so fast. You felt it?
just
What
the
was
stinging
that?
sensation I felt.
It was too quick to feel. Why? Like the other children frightened and scared. Okay. So let's talk about, why do we pierce our ears, right? Now let's look at the plethora of rituals embedded in Indian tradition and culture, right? Now if you want to share your conversation, your wisdom, your beliefs, anything is welcome on the show. We welcome everyone, right? You can comment at the bottom of the screen. Now we're talking about the rituals and Indian traditions, right? Now in the ancient period, for those of you who don't know, saints and learned people have associated practices that can have a positive impact on our minds and our bodies with rituals and certain customs, right? So the idea was to ensure that people would take part in these activities without fail. So even with time, ear piercing is one such ritual attested to Hinduism that can have a lot of benefits to our physical and emotional and also psychological selves.
That is very
This
Indian.
psychiatrist, yeah. Yeah, give it that look, right? So here we will be discussing the origin of the ear piercing. Maybe we'll dip into a bit of Karna Veda, they call it Samskara, and its religious and scientific significance, which I'm very excited to share with you guys.
Most definitely.
All right. So if you look at the Karna Veda, right, it's derived from the Sanskrit words karma, right? Not karma, karma, right?
Yes, for the N, no
Yeah.
M.
So karma actually means ear, guys. Your ear, one ear, not many. Karna, your ear. Yeah, listen to your karna. Right. So and in Veda, it basically karna means piercing. So in the culture, it means piercing. Now, it is a part of the Shadasha Samskara, which refers to the 16 ceremonies that a person has to perform between his or her life and death.
Oh no. Did you ever know?
No.
I was not so in depth about
Yeah, I had to actually research this, guys. So we are Hindus sitting here and we're like, wow. Your mother just caught me. You were not allowed to ask why you catch it, right? So if you look at it, it includes certain rituals like your sacrifices like childbirth, your marriages, you also get your education, your death, etc. Things like that, right? Now for Brahmins, Karna Veda or piercing of the ears is as significant as Upanyanyan. Now from the ancient days, people performed Karna Veda irrespective of their caste and their gender. So whether you be a boy or a girl, you had to pierce, right? So as per legends now, right, devotees considered our ears as similar to the holy symbol Om.
Yes, it is actually true. Because some
Yeah.
people even say the way our ear is shaped.
Yes, it's the way your ear is shaped, and you won't believe this. I learned this in campus, guys. I was studying sound engineering, and the word "om" came up in one of my chapters. I was shocked because it was.
Don't worry, I also have in my psychology textbooks.
you get sometimes get so enthusiastic about it because it's part of your culture and you're on the spiritual path.
And for it to be in another part,
Yes.
it's like phenomenal.
And you feel excited and happy and you want to know where you are. So big up to the people who write textbooks for all of us studying. Alright, so we're talking about when we pierce our ears now, right? It is an akin to to putting a dot on the om as well. Right? Now you must look at you, think of your ear while I'm speaking, right? Now there are mentions of the Karna Veda in the old Pankrit, they call it the Prakrit, if I'm saying it correctly, as well as the Karna Veda in the old Prakrit, right? Now in various or previous centuries, should I say, people did not rely upon pieces of jewelry to adorn their ears. Have you seen the old school people, how they kept their piercings open?
No, I haven't.
It's actually it looks so like village like. You get different types of tribes with those whole.
No, I am
You
aware
saw
of the
that.
various types, but not the piercings.
Yeah, but it's quite strict. That time they never had jewelry.
Jewelry.
You know. So if you look at it, in previous centuries they did not rely on pieces of jewelry, and they actually kept their ears open with pieces of wood, plastics, like whatever they could find, and they made it part of tradition. Now women often use fresh flowers as their piercings, right? And the karnapal also was a flower used for the purpose. I got pierced with the thorn once because my whole clothes, because I lost my earring, my mother left it too long. And she had just re-pierced it with a thorn. It was quite cool. And it wasn't painful at all. Mommy used a ice cube to numb it, and then she quickly did it, and then so it was quite cool. I mean, I'll never forget Samantha, shout out Black Raj, if you're watching the show, my cousin, she screamed. And she pushed my mother away. She ran with the blood and everything.
You're lucky she didn't faint.
Yeah. No, when she saw it, then she fainted in the garden also. So it was quite funny. Okay, let's talk about the significance of the ear piercing in Hinduism, right? So, as we mentioned earlier, the piercing of our ears can have a lot of benefits. Now, it was a practice that began in the ancient Vedic age, and the central point in our ears to actually help protect our body from different diseases. There we go. This is part of Marieamma now. Remember we said she's the goddess of helping cure diseases and stuff like that. So this is very important. Now you look now, Hippocrates, the father of the Western medicine, this was in what, 470 BC, 470 BC, wrote about the significance of ear piercing, for women. Now, the Ayurvedic text actually show, the text and the scholars have discussed the importance of Karna Veda from the 6th century. And here we will be, we'll be delving into the religious and the scientific significance of piercing our ears. But if you realize now, piercing your ears actually help you with your health. Yeah? Alright, so let's look at the religious significance quickly. Now, the different parts of India have diverse reasons, right, and stories behind the relevance of piercing our ears. However, it is one of those practices that takes place in every Hindu household. Ta-da! There's our Indian household, you know, Indian household. So, I mean, you said you were 4. Yeah. So, and I'm shocked mommy and daddy didn't pierce your ears. Yeah.
And you know, speaking about piercing of the ears, in fact, in the ancient time, like the Ayurvedic era, it was actually mostly men that used to pierce their ears. The Maharajas, the kings. So the tradition actually started with them.
Yes.
Ladies only used to adorn their hair with flowers and bangles.
Right. Okay, so if you look at it, guys, we're still talking about the significance with Hindu households piercing everybody's ears in the house, right? Now, the goldsmith often performs Karna Veda with the aid of a gold needle. You're supposed to use a gold needle. But anyway, nowadays there are different options available for piercing one's ears. Like many rely upon surgeons to pierce the ears with their babies, and other religious significances of performing the Karna Veda. Well, this is it's a long story behind the beliefs, the Hindu beliefs of ear piercing. Now, I don't know if you, when you pierced your ears, they use the gun.
Yes.
That's not a gold tip, right? I also use the gun. That's not a gold tip. Now, we need to talk to our mothers about this. You're supposed to use a gold pin to pierce your ears. Okay, so let's jump to the scientific part now, right? Now, it's called Sasruta. Now, Sasruta in the 6th century, and one of the Ayurvedic researchers wrote about the importance of piercing, ear piercing as a protection from several diseases, which you did mention before, right? And it can help in preventing hernia. That's quite amazing. I didn't know this.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, it can prevent hernia and hydrocephalus. So the Sasruta elaborated on how to perform the ceremony in one of the Ayurvedic textbooks, which was actually, you can't get these books in South Africa.
We need to
That's
go to
the
India.
hardest part of teaching this culture. But if you didn't realize, guys, if you pierce your ears, right, notice that you are much healthier than the next person. Same age, you'll eat the same things, but you'll notice the person with the ear piercings is actually more healthier, and their immune system is somehow stronger. And I don't know how this actually works. We should do a full show on this on the crack of dawn, not on the journey show. We should do a full show on ear piercing. I think it would be fun.
It's very exciting.
Yeah.
And then people can show us all the different designs.
Yes.
Style.
Yeah.
Only limited. Is it only ears to our viewers?
Yes.
Not exposing the body. So PG.
mommy and daddy will say, "You're not leaving my house like this." You know that story? Yeah. Okay, so you only have a single piercing.
Yeah,
Me too. I got shouted. I'm not gonna say what my mother said to me.
I was actually afraid to get the one on top because my mom, she's got double ear. And
Yeah.
she's got double ear, but the ones on top, it looks very painful. So I just stuck with this.
I had the one on top, and then I used to do professional fighting, martial arts, right?
Oh.
And when they used to kick me on this cartilage, my eyes used to fill up with water because of the cartilage, and that's when I lose my focus and they could KO me, knock me out. Yeah.
But you're not KO'd, you still.
No, you know what I did the one day? I took it out, this girl kicked me and I said, ha!
I'm gonna kick you down.
And you know, we were defending and you know, training. There was nothing important happening, and then they all realized, oh, Kimi doesn't have a earring.
Now she's gonna kick us down.
I ended up training with the boys because my mother says I was too wild.
So I know that feeling.
We tomboys. Alright, as we're talking about the origins of Marieamma Part 2, stay exactly where you are. We'll come back straight after this commercial break.
Systems accessed.
Vanakkam.
Namaste.
Namaskaram.
Sai Ram.
Jai Shri Ram.
Swami Hiramoney. Welcome back, everybody.
Welcome to all our viewers this Tuesday.
Oh, I just see we cut into the afternoon, so good afternoon, everyone. Alright, if you just joined us, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to this channel if you haven't done it already. I'm your host, Kimera. Heeralal by myself, got Kimrin and Pritesh. Oh, Pritesh? Again, Pritesh again. Oh, this is starting again. It's Pritesh. Yes, my dear. Alright, welcome back, everybody. So if you are watching this for the first time, it's important that we need you to subscribe to the channel to support us. We
Yes,
want to
yes,
grow
yes.
as a small channel. you know?
Yes, hit our subscribe button.
That's
Don't
it.
delay it.
Yes. All right. If you are watching this for the first time, as you can see on our table, we are called The Journey. It's about exploring Hinduism as a whole, and we are talking about the origins of Marieamma today, part 2. Yeah. Okay. So if you missed the first half of the show, feel free to actually click on the link again to watch a show, but later. Or if you are seeing this live and you missed half of it, you can actually rewind on the live if you didn't know. Just go on the scroll bar, you know. All right. So before we cut to commercial, I was talking about the scientific benefits of like your ear piercing. Now let me quickly share this with you. This is interesting. Okay, leaving Hinduism out of this one, right? Let's talk about now. According to the Ayurveda, now what Hinduism now, but they say the central point of our ear plays a crucial role in the reproductive health, ladies. So this thing of piercing ear, I don't think you shall do that anymore. Or maybe it's healthy. Yeah?
Which part? This part?
Yeah, that part is it's important.
I'm not really sure because I see a lot of women actually don't do that anymore.
Yeah.
So they're more opted
yeah.
for ear or maybe yes, so this part.
Yeah.
That's what I actually see more.
So for those of you who didn't know, the central point of your ear, it plays a role in your reproductive health. So yeah, just look after the ladies, look after that part, right?
for future generations.
Yes. Okay, so now when the ears are pierced at a young age, guys, it ensures that proper brain development is done, and it is because the central point of our ears connects the right and left hemispheres of your brain.
Yes, I did know it. I did it in my first year in psychology.
Nice! Look at
I'm not bragging on TV, guys.
Yeah.
I'm just saying because we're learning about the right hemisphere and the left hemisphere and
Yes.
how the ear canal and our ears.
Works
Yes, so I
work
know.
hand in hand. Everything works hand in hand. All right, so you can. It also can improve your eyesight. For those of you who don't know, they are like it's called acupressure points on the ears, right? And it can also aid in preventing OCD. Everybody has. Oh, okay, not everybody. I have OCD. They say piercing your ears can prevent OCD, your anxiety, as well as your nervousness. Right, pierce your ears. I don't think that's true, guys. I got OCD. Well, not to the maximum where I'm a little bit tatty.
I'd rather ask you now on a scale of 1 to 10, how severe is it? Because you get mild, you
Yeah.
get moderate, and severe. So which one are you, Kimera?
I think I'm mild because nobody notices.
Okay.
Nobody notices.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm here if you don't mind.
All right, we got hey Uncle Ravi coming in. He says Namaskaram.
Namaskaram to Uncle Ravi as well.
Amma's choices, blessings upon all. Thanks, Uncle Ravi. Same to you. We wish you the very same. All right, so let's talk about. We're still talking about the scientific gains with ear piercing, right? Okay, so let's go in women. Ear piercing helps in providing a regularity of their menstrual cycle. Did you know that?
No, I did not know that.
What's your earrings about?
Funny enough, you say that about my earring when we're going to the temple because I don't wear it a lot, because South Africa robberies and I'm afraid of my earrings.
Shit.
So other than I put my earrings, I said, Mom, my ears are closing. She said, yeah, because you're not using it enough. I said, okay, I'll use it now more.
What studs? The surgical studs. So
I do
they
have.
knock that is what only 10 rand.
What if they rip my ear off?
No.
No, I'm gonna start putting it back.
Yeah. Okay, so there's another one, last one. Let's talk about. So they say the Karna Veda is not just a ritualistic practice. It is also profound relevance in our lives, as you just learned now about how important ear piercing can be to the body, especially ladies who are trying to reproduce. And it's important. So pierce your ears, guys. Even if it's one piercing and both ears, please, you have to balance it out. And we actually understand now. Never mind in Hinduism, piercing your ears is healthy. Especially gentlemen, hernias, yeah, look after yourself. Okay, so let's go back to the fire walking. We were talking about that as well in the show. Let's jump back to fire walking. What did you want to share with us, the significance behind the fire walking, or something that you missed out when we were discussing fire walking?
When the people walk the fire, they wear those brass, what they call those things, bells, like.
Oh, yeah, to our viewers that don't know, it's known as gungru bells.
Yeah, gungru
So
bells.
in fact, the dancers wear it, so some of our viewers might have.
I was about to ask, is the same bells when they were walking your ching?
Yeah.
Yes, it's the same
bells.
so it's known as gungru bells.
Okay, alright, so why wear that while walking on fire?
Because, like-
I think it's hot. Isn't the bells a little bit metally like?
Yes, it's brass.
So if now the coal is on it, it's gonna burn.
No, some of them come like with a strap on them.
Okay.
It's not like directly onto the
Okay, cool.
the strap. But some people they wear it because like in India or like when they wear it, they dance in the fire. They get
Yes.
people get into trance, and then you get some people that get very powerful trance. Like when people like
Or
dance.
spiritual
Yeah, spiritual,
awakening
yeah.
that's
That's when
happening.
the deity takes over your body.
Take over your body.
Yes.
Okay.
Like if you notice like when some ladies dance like traditional dancing, they start dancing like on a very high dance like we haven't seen dance. That's
Okay.
like trance dancing like.
Okay.
So that's like what those people do also, like they dance in the fire with those bells and all that stuff.
Okay, that's quite important. Interact with us in studio today as we're still talking about the origins of Marieamma. And if you feel we missed something that you would like to share with the public, as this show is an educational show and a public show as well, you're welcome to share your views, your opinions, your beliefs. We'd like to hear from you guys. But before we get to that, while we give you that time, please welcome Deshan Style Naidu from, Durban.
Yes.
We're only eating it Durban style today, guys. Alright, we've got a Tangamani Manda with a. Check him out.
ఓం శక్తి அமுத ஓர்வாய் கொடுத்து வந்தாள் குங்குமத்தில் அழகு குழக்கும் திருமுகத்தால் ஊர்வாய் எடுத்து வந்தாள் அமுத ஓர்வாய் கொடுத்து வந்தாள் கொத்து வெப்பிலை குழுத்தை முத்துமணி முடுப்பாள் குழந்தைய போல் நடப்பாள் நாம் கூட நோயாடு கடுப்பாள் கொத்து வெப்பிலை கொடுத்தை முத்துமணி முடுப்பாள் குழந்தைய போல் நடப்பாள் நாம் கூட நோயாடு கடுப்பாள் ஓம் சக்தி ஓம் சக்தி ஓம் அம்மா ஓம் சக்தி ஓம் சக்தி ஓம் ஓம் சக்தி ஓம் சக்தி ஓம் அம்மா ஓம் சக்தி ஓம் சக்தி ஓம் தங்கமணி மண்டபத்தில் அம்மா தங்கமணி மண்டபத்தில் மங்கையில் கரசு எங்கள் தாய் வந்து வீட்டிருந்தாள் நாம் வாய்மொழி கேட்டு நின்றாள் சமயத்தில் காத்திடுவோம் தங்கமணி பாத்திடுவோம் கண்ணுபுறம் அவர்தான் அவர் கண்ணருளை புரிந்தார் மகமாயி திருசூழி அம்மா காளி கருமாரி அம்மா மகமாயி திருசூழி அம்மா காளி சாமுண்டி ஓம் சக்தி அங்கையர் கனியவள் செங்கமலர் பாதம் சிங்கம் சுமந்தவரும் அவர் சிறப்ப நமக்கு வரும் அங்கையர் கனியவர் செங்கமலர் பாதம் சிங்கம் சுமந்தவரும் அவர் சிறப்ப நமக்கு வரும் இனி சிறங்கி கிங்க நெஞ்சையில திங்க நிம்மி ஒளியெதிரும் அவள் கண்கள் ஒளியும் இடம் இனி சிறங்கி கிங்க நெஞ்சையில திங்க நிம்மி ஒளியெதிரும் அவள் கண்கள் ஒளியும் இடம் ஓம் சக்தி ஓம் சக்தி ஓம் அம்மா ஓம் சக்தி ஓம் சக்தி ஓம் ஓம் சக்தி ஓம் சக்தி ஓம் அம்மா ஓம் சக்தி ஓம் சக்தி ஓம் தங்கமணி மண்டபத்தில் அம்மா தங்கமணி மண்டபத்தில் மங்கையில் கரசி எங்கள் தாய் வந்து வீட்டிருந்தாய் நாம் வாய்மொழி கேட்டு நின்றாள் சமயத்தில் காத்திடுவோம் தங்கமணி பாத்திடுவோம் கண்ணுபுறம் அவர்தான் அவர் கண்ணருளை புரிந்தார் மகமாயி திருசூழி அம்மா காளி கருமாரி அம்மா மகமாயி திருசூழி அம்மா காளி சாமுண்டி ஓம் சக்தி ஓம் சக்தி ஓம் அம்மா ஓம் சக்தி ஓம் சக்தி ஓம் ஓம் சக்தி ஓம் சக்தி ஓம் அம்மா ஓம் சக்தி ஓம் சக்தி ஓம்
ஓம் சக்தி
That was fantastic. Shout out to Jason Styler. Oh, his voice.
Deshan
Lovely.
Styler Naidu, big ups to you. That was a brilliant performance. I like his videos. It's quite nice.
I love it.
Yeah, they take time to shoot the videos. Thank you so much.
He has a God-given voice.
That's
I
it.
love
Yeah. You can listen to him the whole day.
It's very good.
I want to go to Stylist Academy. I've been Joburg, man. And do you know, guys, he teaches for free. For those of you who don't know, and if you missed the show and you can backtrack, go watch the show again. You can take his number if you wanna. If you're from Dubs or around Dubs and you wanna learn music or anything with his academy, please go check him out because it's for free. And that's his seva, I suppose.
Shout out to the people in Durban. Y'all are really blessed to have him. Every time he goes to and represents, they are just grateful.
All right. So now, before we move forward, is there anything you wanna say
No, I
about Marieamma? Did we cover Marieamma? Hey guys, well, if you are looking for a guru to perform certain services, we've got Guru in Dressen who can help you guys out with the Ajandagam, also known as an astrological reading. We also call it a Panjagam, if you want to know. He also serves with the Navagrah Shantis, as well as your house prayers, your business prayers, your car prayers, your temple and hall weddings, your ceremonies like your 16 days in your 1 year, not forgetting the Janda prayers, your auspicious Hawans and your Kumbha Abhishekams. If you want to contact Guru in Dressen, you can do so on his number. It's 081-325-0115. I'll say it to you again, 081-325-0115. You can call him or WhatsApp him, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can contact him. He will get back to you. He is also a deputy principal in school. So if he doesn't take your call, please call him after 6 p.m. like he always tells me. So
You might be pestering him.
no. Like, certain things you want to ask, and it's in your mind at that time, so you won't quickly dial.
Yes.
And then you forget that, he's in school, and you won't keep his cell phone on loud.
Otherwise, he'll shout you like how she shouts at the temple. Kimera!
Bring the camera.
Bring my flowers, and now it's me too.
I think she got a taste of what it's like to be a part of what Guru does. What do you call the runners?
The Stanigas.
Stanigas.
The
Yeah. And so I got to experience this 10 days. It was beautiful. Oh, but my legs they worked hard. I needed to work out. It's so fat, guys. Hey, but anyway, I hope you guys enjoy the show, and we'll do this again tomorrow, same time, same place. We're hoping to go live about 2 o'clock, depending on the load shedding schedule, but that is why we ask you to subscribe to the channel, as it will alert you when we are live.
Yes, so our viewers do not miss out on any of our videos.
That's it. Alright, so Pritesh, anything you want to say to the people out there? The viewers?
Keep well and pray to God.
Look at him acting on innocent here in studio. You know?
I just say, thank you to our viewers that tuned in, and those that have not tuned in, please tune into our show, as we say, the journey, exploring Hinduism, and hit and subscribe. Don't miss out on anything on our show.
That's it. Just remember, we are a non-profit company. We're doing this for the love of our culture,
Yes, most definitely.
saving the culture, saving the language, and uplifting the community and those who cannot uplift themselves. So basically, our team, everybody, from Pritesh to Kimrin to myself to our bosses behind the camera, we wanted at the end of this whole, I'll call it our baby, right? At the end of this project, we wanted to generate funds, because non-profits run on their adverts and their sponsorships, the funds will come not to us in our pockets, no. We will want to build a development center at the end of this, where we can teach music for free, where we can clothe people for free. I've personally been doing my seva since I was a child with my mother. I do my own blanket drives. We do pad drives for girls that can't afford, to buy pads. We go to schools and we try to fund maybe the library or the computer room. We try to uplift in every way that we can.
Oh, that's very good.
So we used to be in Attenville, and now we've seen the Attenville projects are still running and they're stable. So now we moved to my hometown. We started in Attenville because the director and the person who has created this project started in his hometown, which was Attenville, and we kept the Attenville TV channel because it is well known and it's known for its profile and the work that it does. And we are all a part of this project, and we want to uplift Indonesia South now.
Yes, most definitely.
Yeah,
we wanted to grow with everyone here.
That's it.
So all their experience is much needed.
Don't forget, if you are a person may I say, in the most respectful manner, with healthy pockets, and you want to do your seva and you chose this project, you're welcome to come to our seva givings or gatherings to see where your money is going.
Yes, most definitely.
And in that fact, if you've got a business of your own, you can advertise on this channel while doing your seva.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like we said, everybody needs to grow. So why not?
That's it. All right, guys, from Pritesh and Kimrin and myself, Kimera, we'll do this again tomorrow. Vanakkam.
Namaste.
Namaskaram.
Sai Ram.
Jai Shri Ram.
Swamiyesam Namayappa. Goodbye, everyone.
Bye-bye.